going on, Fatmo? It's Podcast Agent Zero once again. I'm just reacting to the podcast with Jabrizi Magic and Marquette Devon Burton. I think it's called Saint City Podcast. I think it's discontinued, but Marquette has been releasing like those episodes, those older episodes on the Saint YouTube channel. Shout out to Marquette. He gave me the green light to react to some of his content. And shout out to Jabrizi Magic as well. This is just off the whim. So let's just go ahead and continue or start off with this reaction.
On everything? You be training fighters?
Yes, I do.
Who you been in there with that we would know?
A couple underground people, a couple regular players, a couple,
Okay.
It's personal training.
That's what's up. Oh, it's personal?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, shit. She had me motivated. You did. Carrying on. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
All right,
Thanks.
talk to us.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm Jamie West.
So we didn't really pay attention too much to the intro. I just want to get to. I just want to get to some content with some meat on the bones that we can actually delve into that probably can point into some insights. That's very important for men and women to really observe when it comes to the current state, modern dating and gender dynamics, and the unruly or unfortunate state of the family unit that's barely existent, and the issues behind that. Now, I know a lot of individuals that probably watch my channel are tapped into red pill content, but my purpose with the content that I go into is get deeper insights rather than just be in the echo chamber. Like, a lot of stuff I say is echo chamber, but that's the foundation to really getting a better understanding and to move with grander awareness and really understand what's going on by pinpointing certain behavioral points, certain foundational beliefs, and really just understanding the consciousness that's taken over in the Western Hemisphere when it comes to dating. Really, it's just tapping into the greater consciousness, right? So we can better understand what's going on. Let's continue.
Goodness. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay, look, shorty.
All right.
When I shoot your club up, right? That mean I went in there straight raw.
Oh,
and then you was like, Marquette, let me know when you're about to come. I'm not on BC. I was like, yeah, for sure. That's what happens when you get your club shot up. You heard me? They just be busting them off in there.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Bang, bang, bang. Ski. Yes.
Okay, now that I understand, I actually have it without my permission, thankfully. So,
Right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is when I be in there and I be like, can I come in here? And you be like, yes.
Yeah.
And I be like, okay.
Yeah, so clearly
Okay.
I can't fuck with you.
That's what's up. Nah, cause you know what? Honestly, when they say yes, it scares me, and then I just don't do it.
Yeah.
That's true.
But when they say no, it just I let it. They be like, no. I'm like, oh, sorry, I tried.
That is a bit scary. I've never asked that. I'm been a pull-out king all my life. Never. Well, I've had scares, but it's like, number one was playing me because I was going off to college, and she was like, she did the scare on me to scare me from slanging that thing in school. Like, that didn't do nothing but made me angry. Like, you gonna try to play with me with a paternity prank just so I won't go wild in college? No, you just made it worse. And then another scare, I'm not even gonna get into that. But anyway, I'll say all that to say, pull out king, even with the condom on. I don't play on games. But that is a scary sight if a woman just say, yeah, you can nut all in me. Red flag, especially if you ain't my wife. That's a red flag. But let's continue.
Hey, because I know you're responsible when you say no. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you say yes, I'm like, oh, this chick trying to make it come up.
Yeah, you're like, you're
That's
crazy.
fact,
What the
yeah.
hell? Don't say yes. Yeah.
So you're telling me that you're on BC then?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I'm celibate.
That just goes to another thing too. I know it's natural for men, it feels really great when you when you unload. It feels great. It's probably the best feeling in the world, and that's the reason why a lot of men are driven to just get that off. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just find it amazing how I run across so many men, and you know, they ask, you don't have any kids yet, and I'm like, no, I'm intentional when it comes to that. Like, it has to be the right situation, and of course, I know slip up happen, but there's a reason slip ups happen, but it got to be the right situation, the right woman for me. Like, I can't just shoot anything up. I can't do it, and they be like, I ain't gonna lie, man, that shit just feel too good. I'm like, okay, well, so you put feelings over, you put a temporary feeling, because ladies, if you don't know, that shit don't last long. That feeling, although it feels so great, it only lasts at tops 8 seconds at tops. That's kind of a long way. Pause. But 8 seconds compared to 18 years and really a lifetime of a possible child with a woman that you should not be breeding with. That feeling ain't that important to me to just let off inside the woman. You're gonna feel it anyway. You feel me? You're gonna feel it anyway. Let that shit land on her body parts, bro. And we're visual creatures, right? So don't you want to? Anyway, let's continue, bro.
Here we go. You got the trap cards ready. I do.
I know that's not what you guys
Wait,
here.
hold on, baby. Wait, I need to see this celibate outfit. Hold on, she just said she's celibate. I need to see what the celibate's dressed like.
I'm
My
like,
trap card, celibate, which means I celibate. It said she's celibate. I need to see what the celibate's dressed like.
I'm
My trap card, celibate, which means I celibate.
My bad, we'll ride it just a little bit.
What we're talking about today is the Roe versus Wade decision, which they claim that they overturned abortion rights, which is actually not quite accurate, but whatever. We just gonna pretend that's what it was. They overturned abortion rights. How do you guys feel?
We're gonna do something different today, fam. So I really don't want to talk about this. This is old news. Of course, it's old news. This is an older episode, but I don't think this topic pertains or aligns with the times right now. We just starting 2025. I think we need to have another conversation right now. So this is what I'm going to do. Doing something a little bit different here. I'm going to take a pause right here, find some other content that I'm going to react to on the spot. Be right back in a second. All right, back in the blink of an eye. So this is what I decided to do. I decided to go back to episode 37 of Pop the Balloon to Find Love. I did a part 1, so I just decided let's just go ahead and continue with this. But I skipped, I think, 2 contestants ahead. I didn't even watch it. I was just like, let me just find a random spot because I like to react on the spot. It's just an exercise of expressing what's really going on and what I see and observe. And the reason why I like to practice that, I think, gentlemen, this will help with you too, and ladies, just human beings in general. You learn a little bit more when you realize what you know, and when you react to things or on the spot without, at least as a content creator, without watching something first and then rewinding. And of course, there's benefit to that too, but I'm just saying that's a good practice to exercise your mental capacities, your consciousness capacities. But let's just go ahead, roll with this.
Welcome in. What's your name?
Devin.
Devin, how old are you?
I'm 28.
And what do you do?
So my boy got the bait outfit. Let's figure out what he does, and let's see how that correlates with what he's wearing right now.
So I'm an insurance claims adjuster for a well-known company. I make music. I got a couple side hustles. That's the main stuff I do.
So the music kind of explains it a little bit. You know how he kind of put that to the side? I do music because a lot of people don't take that seriously. And as an artist myself, I understand that. But we're not going to go into marketing when it comes to music and shit like that. You got to really have a passion behind it, a serious passion and a serious... I don't want to use the word mission because I don't want it to come off like it's a missionary shit. Like, I'm trying to save the world. But it's like, it got to be something that really drives you beyond just being successful in the eyes of, what success as a recording artist is. There got to be a lot of shit behind that. So I say that to say he just kind of pushed that shit to the side because he already know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you another rapper or you another hip hop artist," because there's a stigma to that. You're another rapper, one of them people. But and insurance adjusters, I kind of looked into doing that myself. You can get to six figures doing that. So I know a lot of people, a lot of gentlemen don't know about that. But if you want to get to six figures, you can look into that, being an insurance adjuster or claims adjuster. You got to put in some money for some training yourself, but it might be a little bit worth it. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't for me. I found another lane. But let's continue.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
I play chess a lot. I play basketball, work out, I
Solid.
hike, I read, chill with friends, stuff like that.
What do you look for in a woman?
Family oriented, God fearing, patient, understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Not spiritual, impatient, not family oriented.
All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why she ended up popping. All right. Let's have your name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Okay, I said this in the other video, bro. I said something off. Let's rewind a little bit. Hold on.
So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why she ended up popping. All right. Let's have your name and age.
Watch this.
Hi,
Okay, look at this, right? I said this in the first video of this episode that I did. This lady on the left right here, I said in my opinion, I mean the face is cool, but in my opinion, she's the most attractive in this lineup for my taste because the shape, the way she's dressed, the skin tone, really like the shape. But something is off with her, and I see it in her eyes right here. It's just something off. Like there's a gap in her mental space. But what I'm gonna do here is throughout this video, this reaction, since it's a strong instinct in me as it goes, I think it's gonna unravel for me what I feel like it is. So let's just continue.
My name's Shalane. I am 32 years old, and honestly, I just no physical attraction whatsoever.
That's understandable.
I'm sorry.
You good.
What is it?
One thing I want to say too is in the first part of this episode, she revealed that she is celibate. She in the celibate stage. She's 30 years old and she's being celibate before marriage. Now, men that really understand women and or tune into the red pill space to understand female nature, you know what that means when it comes to modern women at these times. A lot of the times they've been heavily traumatized or they've been heavy in them streets, throwing their pum pum round. And they're like, you know what? I got to clean up that act. I got to clean out that persona or, deal with this trauma. I'm going celibate before marriage because the way I was going about it was not it. Right? But there can be a lot of trauma that comes with that. But let's continue.
Normally I don't go for guys with like hair, longer hair.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Granted, we both can't be bald.
I mean, you can, but
but yeah, like if I saw you out, I guess it's just not there for me. We can't
Understand.
all be everybody's type, so
Yeah.
no offense meant.
You good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful for sure, but not really.
Okay, and why not?
I prefer. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, you're beautiful, like I said, but like, you beautiful with the haircut. My mom cut her hair too. She got a little shortcut.
Are you dating your mom, brother? Okay then. But here's what I'll say. By the face, she does look her age, but she definitely, in my opinion, would be a lot more attractive if she had her natural hair. I could see it. She definitely would pop out more. I mean, she has natural hair, but what I mean is longer natural hair, curly, puffs, fro. That type of shit. She definitely would be solid with that.
So I don't mind that, but just I don't know. It's just I'm not like it's nothing. like I said, you're beautiful, but just like it's the same thing you said exactly. I was trying to be unique and say something different, but it's like when I see you, I'm not thinking like, damn, I wanna marry you. I wanna get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Marry.
like you're beautiful. That's it. But you know.
Thank you.
My bad.
Makes sense. You're good. You're good.
Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Anybody got kids?
Okay, we have one over here. All right, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
And
Carmilla is this lady.
Carmela, so do you have kids?
Yeah, I just have.
What I realized throughout this episode is she doesn't really pop at all in the beginning, at all. Which there's 2 things, 2 possible, maybe 3, more than 2, but possible reasons behind that. Number 1, she's desperate. Number 2, she understands where she is in the dating market, so she's keeping her options way open. She's not too picky because she knows where she is in the dating market. She's in her early 30s and she looks older. No disrespect, but she definitely looks way older than her being in her 30s. Like honestly. But let's continue.
1, he's 8.
Okay. No wrong with that.
So kids are not a deal breaker for you?
Nah, I was like, unless we got like a whole basketball team, you know.
All right, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Do not? Okay, all right, we'll be back. Let's head on back. All right, go ahead and ask them a question. Get some talking a little bit.
As far as priorities go, what are the top 3 things that y'all prioritize when it comes to just everyday life? What are your top 3 priorities?
Okay, what are your top 3 priorities? But first, your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28. I would say my top 3 priorities as of now, number 1 is definitely my career. Okay. Number 2 is my family. And then number 2, I would say money, but I'm not money focused, but just in terms of, generational wealth. And then my goal is financial freedom at the end of retirement. Yeah. But yeah, I would just say that.
Okay.
See, I'm very inquisitive. So I would say, so where does a man fit in that? Because, okay, ladies, modern women, like, what y'all don't really understand is you say you want a man and you say that you want them to have certain traits, but like some of the things that the function that your man will play in your life, you're taking it up by the ideas that you have of the things that you're pursuing. So what place does your man have in your life if you're thinking about wealth and financial freedom and all that? So since you're pursuing that yourself, what's the point in the man coming in? What's the point? I just want to know. I just want to get a better understanding of where they're coming from when they say that. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30 years old, and my top 3 priorities is 1, spending time with God, so both prayer and reading scripture on a regular daily basis. Then it's like kind of keeping up a tidy home. I can be kind of messy when I'm getting ready, so it's like bringing everything back together. And then 3rd, right now I'm trying to pivot my career a little bit. I work in nonprofit, so just trying to go back corporate.
That's good.
Cool, thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Ayana, 27. The first thing I would definitely say is moving with purpose and praising my God. Secondly, definitely health and wellness. And 3rd would be my family.
Name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Carmela at 31. I would say my relationship with God, family and friends, and just health overall, just maintaining because I feel like the body is a temple, so we got to maintain it.
Good. And your name and age and the answer to his question.
Mimi, 28. I would say probably my career first. I'm a therapist. I love my clients. I love working with folks that need mental health services. And then I would say self-care for myself. And then lastly, probably family and friends.
Okay. All righty. Let's go ahead and hand you a pick.
I don't think any of them said family first. I don't think. Usually, and then I know a lot of women and maybe men will be offended by me saying this about women, the natural state. But usually it would be in their natural state. It depends on where they are in their life as far as if they have a man or not. But it would be like God, man, children, or man, children, blah, 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 or family. It would be like family or man or God first. Not career, not money. So it would be like people, family oriented, the man who's given security, or God. Let's continue.
Have you hold on to that, and I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
Pop yours.
Okay, and one more.
Pop yours.
Okay, let's start over here. All right, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out. I think he's handsome. Yeah.
Okay. So why do we end up popping her balloon?
Just that number. Oh, I'm sorry. That number one option. I'm looking for.
Hey, my boy said he do music, but he don't got no. Well, I don't know what kind of music. I don't know if he's a recording artist, but how you have the mic away from you, brother? Like you gotta be ready to have that mic towards you. The mic etiquette is just off, and you're a performer. Let's continue.
Like spirituality. Like I feel like everything else is not gonna really work if you're not prioritizing your spiritual relationship with your creator or whatever you believe in as that first top priority.
Okay.
I feel that.
Thank you. And then you ended up popping one more. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear you out a little more, but I also like your vibe. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Why'd you end up popping hers?
Same thing, just that first answer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, this lady right here is very has a very masculine mindset. Definitely. If y'all watched the first video, she pointed out how she's young at 28 and she's not ready. I mean, children are not a priority, and y'all already know how it goes down when it comes to fertility with women. It's just really illogical when she says she wants to have a family. But let's continue.
All right, we've got 3 ladies left. Ask them another question.
Well, you got to come with them ready.
All right, what do you do for a living?
See, look, okay, all right. This is where a lot of men on this show mess up because they're so-called looking for love, right? They're not just looking for a fuck buddy, what I would assume. So you should, okay, the woman got to qualify for you. You're the one that's giving out the relationship. So you got to come ready with the questions. Just like an application. You trying to apply for, a job that sets you up for the long run, you got to come with some qualifications. So I got questions, my nigga. You up there like you don't know what to ask, my boy? Let's continue, bro.
What do you do for a living? And
all right, what do you do for a living, and what's your passion? What's your main passion outside of your career?
Okay, cool.
I felt very overwhelmed with AI.
All right.
Man, my bad I keep fucking forgetting to, log into another Gmail to do these videos without the ads, but it's all good. Let's continue.
What do you do for a living, and what's your main passion outside of your career?
I'm a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant. My passion is homemaking, so I love creating an environment for my friends and family and community that makes them feel warm and welcome. So cooking, baking, keeping the home tidy, and serving my community in that way.
Definitely.
Now that's attractive as far as a wife, but you know what else I thought about? If you're really a leader, she said digital marketing. You do music, my boy? That's how she can serve you too. She got the skills to help serve you right there. You heard me? Let's continue.
Okay, and over here?
So for me, my position, I'm a personal trainer. I enjoy fitness. That's my top tier. But what I will say other than that, it's more so styling people. I used to reorganize closets and personally shop. So I'm into things of that nature.
And over here?
I'm Carmela. I'm 31. What was that again? I'm sorry.
What do you do, and what is your passion outside of what you do?
I'm a flight attendant, and my passion is just people. I like being around people, talking to them, helping them in any way, especially with my career. I meet different people on the plane, and you don't know why somebody's on the aircraft for. So it's just having conversation and just making somebody's day. So.
Okay. All righty. Time to pop a balloon. Just one, yeah, whenever you're ready. All right. So, Carmela, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just listening. He's very attractive, and he's the only one who.
You know what vibe she's getting me? She's giving me. I'm starting to get desperation, cause her facial reactions and her body language when she get the pops is like, yeah, that's typical. Yeah, I'm used to this. Yeah, it's like there are women that I know personally that live a life where why I ain't got a husband yet. Like, but it seemed like they felt like that since they were in their younger 20s. They wasn't fucking off. They might not even be hoes, but they're just like, why I don't have a husband yet? I just don't get it. Like, I have a lady that's associated with someone that's like that, and it's kind of sad to see, to be honest. So I can actually see that in her face. I can see it. I might be wrong, but she comes off like she cries at night a lot, honestly. But let's continue.
And care to have a kid, so
Okay.
Nothing wrong with having kids. Don't let them get to you.
So
And she does have a child though. So a lot of women that I'm talking about though, don't even have children. So I take that back a little bit.
end up popping her balloon?
I already know who I'm interested in, so I'm just process of elimination. Yeah, but like I said, the whole lineup beautiful. Y'all did a good job with selecting everybody.
Okay. Well, I feel like since you said that, why don't you just go ahead and pop? Just go ahead and pop.
See, these men tend to agree with me. One of the other gentlemen, if you watch my first reaction, I don't think that part showed, but the one that still got the balloon left, that was his favorite too and shit. he was like, well, Waverly, if you're not matched by the end, I'm gonna give you my Instagram. But again, there's something off with this woman. Let's continue.
Okay. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out, honestly.
You want to know why? Because if she's favored this much in the lineup, she definitely attracted men that, how can I put this, that actually qualified to be a leader and lead a family and have money. And she definitely has attractive men. So what is off with her? You see how I'm adding things up now logically? She's 30. A lot of men favor her as far as looks and way she come off like. Yeah, some off.
The age was kind of throwing me off because I believe that men take a longer, they have a bigger gap period compared to our development than that. We got them by like 2 years, so he's really like 25 in my head. I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you. But your dreads are beautiful. You seem like a beautiful spiritual person. So of course, I just want to hear more.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, well, let's head on back to who he already has eyes on. So, Miss Waverly, any questions for him?
Yes. Okay. Do you participate in any recreational drug use?
I smoke weed. That's understandable. It's okay.
Okay, so prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
Because I wanted to ask my questions.
But is he your type?
No, not initially. He wasn't my type, like physically, imagery wise, but like getting into the questions, hearing more, like had we aligned in that way, like I would be open.
Okay, okay. So, I know you said she was your type.
Yeah.
What makes her your type?
Everything she got going for herself. Also, how she look. She got the full package for sure. Off of what I know.
Thank you.
Man. All right.
Great point. Off of what I know. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Off of what you know. So that's how a lot of men see it from the beginning, especially with her. So what's wrong? What's wrong, bro?
Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming. Ladies, let's give it up for him. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
My name's Tion.
What is that?
Tion.
Tion?
Yeah, Tion.
Oh, okay. And
Bro, I thought the nigga said T.I. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. T.I. What the hell?
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, what do you do?
I work for a private company out in Michigan. I work with first responders, EMS responders.
Okay, nice. What do you like to do for fun?
I don't consider myself a gym rat, but I do keep myself in shape. If I'm not in a gym, I'm either learning about something automotive or I like photography too. Ain't no professional though.
Okay, so you work on cars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
That's a large question.
Is it really, brother? I'm starting to see the age. Okay, how age affect. The last gentleman was 28. This gentleman is 27. They probably need a little bit more experience with women, or really a better understanding of women and the dating market currently. He doesn't even know what he's looking for. He said that's a large question. Of course, it's a large question, but it should be easy to answer at this point if you're ready to take a woman seriously. You feel me? I'm gonna be real, bro. I think a lot of men don't take their time to understand women before they say they're ready to be in a relationship. A lot of men be too ready for relationships. I'm just gonna be real. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just honestly doesn't. If you don't have no clear pathway of an idea of how you want your family to look and what type of woman it takes to create that family, you're not fucking ready. You're not. You heard me. Let's continue, bro.
Other than a support system, I mean, like, really just a partner. You know, somebody that I can compromise with, you know, go through the scheme of life with, you know what I mean?
Hell no. Hell no. I have a daughter, a cousin, or whatever. I'll be like, run for the hills. Don't go with this nigga. He might be a good guy and everything, but he doesn't have no clarity when it comes to raising a family, especially in today's age. Honestly. Like, in today's age, what we're facing in society, and being in the West at that, we need way more strong masculine men that have direction, bro. Just go through the scheme of life. Nigga, this is serious, my nigga. Like, what do you think life is? Anyway. Let's just continue, bro.
Ups and downs, that type of stuff.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers?
You see, he hasn't thought about this shit, bro. He hasn't even thought about this shit. He's looking up in the sky trying to pull something down. He's not ready, bro. He's not.
Indecisiveness, not knowing what you want in life, you know what I mean? Like, just being, I don't want to say directionless because you rarely meet a woman that don't know where she's going these days, but like basic indecisiveness and stuff like that, stank attitude. If I can't bring you home to my mama, then, like, you know, what we doing?
Problem.
I agree with that. Stank attitude is horrible. I want to get a better understanding of what he means when he says indecisiveness, because that's just feminine nature in general. So what do you mean indecisiveness? Do you mean like whether to be toxic or not today? Is that what you mean? Or just, I don't know what to eat today? There's a difference. I don't know what to eat today is more natural. Do I want to be toxic today or not? Has many factors to it. So that may be what you're talking about.
All right, so we haven't got any pop balloons. So let me hand you a pig.
All right, cool.
I'll have you hold on to that. And I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons.
2 balloons?
2 balloons whenever you're ready.
All right.
Now I'm looking at the feet. Okay.
How many you say?
1 more.
Just 1 more? I got you.
Okay. Let's start here. Name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28. I just wanted to hear you out more.
But is he physically your type?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I didn't want to rely too much on physical beauty. We got a bunch of beautiful women here. I can't see her feet. I can see everybody else's feet. I'm just trying to make it easy for myself.
That's fair.
Trying to make it easy for myself.
Okay. Okay. Understandable. Thank you. Let's go over here. Your
After using Dermazen for about a
age and why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Ayana, and I'm 27. Like we've all been saying, we wanted to more so hear you out. The initial attraction wasn't really there originally, but you are a handsome man. And you're 27. Yes, you're my age, which is okay, but it's not something I would yearn for, honestly. That's it. I know why. Well, I feel like I know why. It's the toes, but that's bad funny.
Wearing boots. That's probably why. Is that why you ended up popping?
Yeah, no, it's a simple process. Are those your real eyes, by the way?
No,
Gorgeous either way. I ain't want to look too much at your face. I'm trying to see what's going on.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because she was covering the toes.
Yeah, it's just a
Hey, Purdy.
I can't
He
trust
will
that.
never know.
I can't trust that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Across the board, besides being the male archetype of what you want in a man, what is one thing that you absolutely need in a man to be with you?
All right, I kind of like that question because when you want to see what their headspace is, that's a good question. I like that. He probably was thinking about it as he was there. But he's thinking on the spot, so that's cool right there. Let's continue.
Okay, what do you absolutely need in a man to be with you? Name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old. And I think for me, I need someone who's jovial. I've dated guys who are like super serious before, and I can't deal with that. I need you to be able to like make fun of yourself. We can laugh together. Because when you're too serious, it just kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, it just does not work for me. So I just need
like
someone who's, someone who's jovial.
Right. We could brush each other hair.
Oh, I ain't got no ways, but hey.
Hey, I can put them in there. You know, I got something to give. That's what's going on.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Waverly, and I'm 30 years old. Can you define your definition of the archetype of a man?
Okay. All right, guys. This might peel another layer back to what I'm sensing. Let's see.
How would you define that?
That's actually a great question, Waverly. And I feel like in today's society, it's more of a money grab, especially in our society. You know what I mean? Like, who's always going to be at the top, producing the most, who's going to be the breadwinner. Obviously, professions lead to, I don't want to say a discourse, but like, other than somebody being able to financially present themselves is, I guess, what I would say, like, because I work on cars. I'm a man of all mans, I love using my hands. But like, other than the physical, rough type of man, what else? I'm asking, like, what else do you need? But as far as my definition, I would say being a breadwinner.
Okay, so after breadwinner, I think it would definitely be someone that is a protector. Ooh. Like someone that, when we're walking the street, you're pushing me to the appropriate side.
Keeping you on the other side.
Yeah, appropriate side. Like it's the little things. It's like you sitting where you can see the door. Yeah. Like someone that keeps that kind of thing in mind, so I can just la 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 through the day.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
that's good.
All right. So now what I'm picking up is this happens to a lot of women, and I spoke on this on the previous episode, not part 1 of this episode, but the previous episode, where it was a 38-year-old woman that was asking all the right questions and her insight was on point. But it was unfortunate because it took her to be that age to see that. And a lot of times women get a grasp of reality and understand what they need when it's too late, when they fucked off in their 20s and 30s or early 30s. I think that's what's going on with Waverly. I think she's been heavily displeased with the action she was taking as far as having fun and all of that in her 20s. So it's either she has greater insight or she has greater insight and now she's closer to God. And she's more exemplifying the things that men will find attractive. Like, I'm a homemaker. I love homemaking. And she probably always loved homemaking, but she probably didn't. On dates when she was younger, she probably pushed career first, career, but now she probably understands, men want to hear certain things. And now she understands how important protection is at this older age, the foundational things. Now that's what she's looking for primarily. You feel me? So yeah, let's continue.
All right, name and age and answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31, and I would say leadership, because if you don't know where you're going, how can you lead us as a family or as a unit? Because I like to be submissive to my man, so I got to make sure you can lead correctly.
I can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Name and age and answer to this question.
Mimi, 28. I would say intentionality. Somebody who recognizes their purpose or is seeking their purpose, somebody that can keep their word, intentional with their word. And I think that kind of wraps up with honesty and stuff too. So just intentionality. Okay. Sounds good.
These are all good answers, but like I say in the video before the last one, young ladies, take heed. This is the type of insight and awareness that you should have when you're looking for a mate. All the answers that these three women came up with that's in their late 20s or early 30s, have that ASAP. Don't be just looking for, oh, he got a cool ride. Oh, he got money. Oh, he's pretty in the face. Oh, he's muscular. Oh, he's dangerous. Oh, he's fun. Like, of course, all those things definitely does play a part. But again, the foundational things like these women mentioned, those are foundational things that are important. That comes first. And the man might actually be boring, but guess what? He'll be by your side and make sure that you're protected. He'll make sure that the kids eat. He'll have integrity and raise a good family. He might not be Tyrone, who's exciting, right? But that's not responsible for everything outside of himself. Not responsible for the community. You heard me? Putting out poison. You heard me? Let's continue.
All right, it is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, just
This is the hardest part. I mean, like, honestly, I love the word intentionality. That's my biggest thing, because if you're not open with what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, let's just see where this goes. And it's like, nah, as a man, as a person that know what I want, you know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. I don't gotta ask you that. I don't gotta reaffirm you that. You know what I'm saying? But I love intentionality.
Maybe I was wrong about the brother in the beginning, but he came off like he didn't know what to ask or say. You know, I would just say that if you come off ready in the beginning, you kind of show that intentionality more. First impression is everything. But I see, you know, it seemed like he has a direction. So I would I would stand corrected on that right there. But let's continue.
I gotta pop a balloon.
You do?
That's tough. Come on, man. I'm gonna look at feet again.
Oh my
I don't got a fetish. I'm just not. I was just gonna say I don't got a fetish. I ain't even into that. Intentionality.
Okay. So, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You're using feet as a criteria to pick one of us, and I know you have like a limited amount of time and information, but we all gave you like answers to a question you asked, and you're still using feet. That just screams fetish, my guy. Like,
and you know what? I can understand that, but the thing is, my male brain is always gonna look at y'all face, and I'm trying to avoid that. You know, right,
I would say don't do that. I would say okay. This goes back to the feminism aspect of things, the gynocentric society. You're going against your male instinct, and that's what they have taught us to do, is go against our male instinct. That's a fucking problem. Go with it, brother. Go with it. If you like all the answers, right? If you have women that had all the attributes, 3 women that had all the attributes that you like, what's the last thing you're going to decide on? Who's the prettiest? That's just how it goes. Just like if a woman see 3 men with all aspects that she like, what's going to be the last decision? Who has the most money, right? That's fair. Just go with it, my nigga. Like, let's continue, bro.
Worth that. I can respect that decision.
Okay.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I just would rather someone use something else to pick one of us.
You said your name was
Shalane.
With a C?
No, with an S.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, is Shalane someone that's your type?
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Dog. I gotta get you there.
Oh my God. Anyway,
okay.
We've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
I know what it is about Waverly. I keep poking at this girl, but it's just gnawing at me. Like, what's off about her? She's probably really awkward to be around, because I was just observing the chemistry between the gentleman and the lady that popped the balloon. They actually have good chemistry. I ain't seen nobody with chemistry with Waverly. But yeah, let's continue, man.
I feel like illiteracy is one of the growing problems in America. People are absolutely not reading as far as like when and if we have children. You know what I mean? I don't really rely on the public school system to, properly educate our children.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. Okay, see, okay, he's shining. I see some shining colors in him. When I was talking about leadership, are you ready for life? Again, I stand corrected again, humbly. Let's continue.
Is there anything wrong with y'all with having homeschool children?
Okay. Homeschooling. How you feel about that?
I actually want to homeschool.
Okay. You good? All right. Let's go over here.
That alone boosts the attraction. It definitely did, but something's still off. Let's continue.
Homeschooling?
Yeah, there's no problem with that. I do have a child, and yeah, it's no problem.
Okay, I can dig it.
Is he homeschooled now?
No, but I'm saying if we get together, it's no problem.
Okay. Okay, cool. And
did you know there's a way to become your own?
Let me guess. This one looked like she making a face like, I don't know. I seen the body language, but let's see what she say. I might be wrong. Let's go.
I would say no. Parents should have the authority over their children. So if homeschool is that, then yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it.
all right.
I get it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pop.
I forgot. Waverly, she's a teacher too, so that makes sense.
One balloon whenever you're ready. Don't be looking at their feet either. Listen to what they told you.
I'm not.
Okay, let's stay over here.
Okay.
All right, so why was your balloon unpopped for him?
I think he's handsome. I would say the age is probably the only thing because he's younger than me, but that was it. Yeah.
Got it. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I honestly had no good reason. They all agreed to my answer. I had to take a little bit more time to go in depth.
So therefore, intentionality. So therefore, I went with the least attractive. I had no reason. These niggas need to stop with the bullshit, bro. Stop it. Let's continue.
Okay, sounds good. Okie dokie. Ladies, any questions for him? You have one? Okay, let's start here.
So how do you feel about me having a son? He's 8.
Honestly, and because I come from a household where another man had to step up and actually be my father, I find that admirable. I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? I done seen my daddy take care of my mama for 24 years now. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's just communication. But at the same time, I know my daddy, my biological father at least, was on some board whenever I was around him. You know what I'm saying? So like, in a condition with me, if I'm existing in your life, that other dude ain't.
Yeah, he's
Flat
not.
out.
He's not involved in my son's life. So I'm African. So my family is the one that's stepping up, helping. So yeah.
I got questions. Why is he not? What is it about him? And then I can delve into what traumas that you're really dealing with the man that's not in your son's life. Why did you pick that man? Why did you pick wrong? And what did you suffer through that circumstances? But let's continue.
You want a question? You good?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions here?
Yes. So
You know she got the questions. Let's go.
faith-wise, is there anything you stand on, believe in? And if so, what does your day-to-day look like in following said faith?
I don't want to say that I'm not religious. It's actually been a minute since I practiced anything religious, but I'm just spiritual.
I respect that.
Thank you. Dig it.
Okay. So, if you want to go ahead and tell him why you ended up popping?
I popped because my faith, as far as being a believer in the Bible and God, like Holy Spirit, Yeshua, all that is like what I stand on every day.
All right. I think I found it. And I said this in the other video. There's a dense mindset. All right, I'll be going in with this religious shit. All right, let me just preach just a little bit, and then I'll just let this go. There's a dense mindset in the African American community because we've been so slaughtered, traumatized and slaughtered in our psychology that we haven't found ourselves spiritually within, so we look for it without. And most of the time the way we find it is through Christianity. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Christianity. If that's the way you follow it and you're aligned with nature and the universe, that's fine. But here's my thing. There's a dense mindset in the two-dimensional thinking when someone says, I'm not religious, doesn't mean that they're not spiritual and they're not tapped in with nature. The man that you follow, or the figure that you follow, Jesus Christ, was not religious. He was tapped in with the Most High. So if you're not religious, it doesn't mean you're not tapped in with God. And I'm not just saying that for me to just be an example. I just walk that. I'm not religious, never been. I've studied religion because I want to get closer to God. I've studied different type of religions and how people relate to God, and I respect it, but I'm not religious. But I follow nature, which is the expression of God, my nigga. So that's where I seen something was off with her, because sometimes people they're so into the book, but they don't recognize how can I put this? They don't recognize what they see in front of them. So, but if you're not obeying to the book, then something is off in their mind. But you might be the walking testament of it. But if you say you're not reading it, it's a problem. But if the word of God is inside and it's in it runs the intelligence of you, it's in you. A lot of times when you're operating off that and you read the Bible, you're like, oh yeah, I knew that internally. Huh? What my brother Nero Knowledge said, he said, you don't read the Bible, you read your consciousness. So someone might read the Bible and see something else in it. But if your consciousness is on point, you read something totally different in 7 different levels of consciousness. There's 7 different levels of interpreting the Bible. So again, I get on my high horse with shit like that, but that's where a lot of black people fuck up majorly. Because if Jesus showed up in physical form today, the ones that praise it, they will damn him. They will be afraid of him. So you wouldn't even know Jesus if you seen him, my nigga. Let's continue.
Now, she's someone that's your type?
She is. Oh, me and JC, we like this. I talk to Jesus Christ every day. I believe Jesus is in me and just is in everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm more spiritual. I'm not so much as religious, you know.
But do you read your Bible like on a daily basis?
I do not.
Do you have to? And that's what I'm saying, bro. I can read nature and it tells me a whole bunch of things. You can read the Bible, that's fine. As long as you're aligned, that's fine. And this is what I mean when when all right, people gonna be upset about this, but Phil Valentine said some real shit that I actually see. It's the masculine principle that write his own religion. It's the feminine principle that needs to cite their sources. It's feminine to cite your sources. Like at the end of a paper, you cite your sources. Well, you know, where did that source come from? It's masculine to write your own fucking religion. That's what it is. That's the leadership principle. And that's why the order is, just like in your Bible, the order is what it is. God, man, woman. Man wrote the Bible, so you follow the man. But anywho, let's continue.
Read my Bible on a daily basis. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's head on over here. All right. So, any questions between the two of you?
Are you okay with going to church? I mean, I don't go to church every Sunday, but, you know, let's say for New Year's, and I'm like, oh, babe, let's bring in, you know, would you be okay
Definitely.
with that?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So now, is she someone that's your type?
Definitely my type.
Okay. Well, let me bring you on up here, girl. Come on up, y'all. Come on up. All right, y'all. So, any final question? If you don't have one, that's all right.
Where do you stay?
I stay in Phoenix.
Okay.
You know what, man? I'm gonna start doing some. I might lose a lot of followers, but it's just a passion of mine. I might start doing some reaction channels on a spiritual basis and a religious basis. I might just have to start doing that because a lot of y'all are really genuinely attuned to the Most High through Christianity, but a lot of y'all are being fucking duped. 1,000. Anyway, I'm gonna end this here right at the 54-minute mark, and I'll catch y'all soon. This is my 3rd video of the year. Excuse me, and I'm gonna keep on rolling. Stay strong. Go to the gym. Don't be a bitch. Follow your passion 100.